Why people do that?
Stop that. No, that's gross.
It's just terrible.
I can't do the ASMR.
I will cancel the show right now.
You cannot cancel
Jay
Pittsburgh.
Jay just threw down. All right. Daniel, you got it recording over there? Okay. All right. Everybody good? We good?
You want to hit record on that?
What?
You'll be fine.
Yep, red button. Huzzah.
Good.
We're already set.
All right. Yeah. See, this is the professional side.
Professional.
3, 2. All right, we're here for the 1 o'clock session here at PGX, Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. But there's a new expo in town, and joining me, to my right, your left, we have Jay from Square Pegs.
Hi.
And I guess they say it's the neck that turns the head.
The absolute better half.
The better half.
100%.
We have
better
Meredith.
That's me.
Mrs.
and
Square Pegs.
Mrs. Square Pegs. And then to my left, your right, this big glute over here.
Glute?
Yeah. Brutus.
Just called me a butt.
He said you got a big old butt.
I'm just, we have
Finally.
we got to do a celebrity death match because my daughter,
I can't help that she's my number one
you
fan and
got
not
her
yours.
brainwashed. We've got Game Dad in the house, Chris Carlson, and then all the way over here and I pity you, LL Cool Games, Lindsay.
She's got to
I'm
deal
so
with
sorry.
all of this.
I am so sorry. You guys are here to announce something really cool, but it's
We
not
are.
just the matching T-shirts here. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about a brand new video game expo in Kalamazoo, Michigan, happening August 29th next year, the Michigan Retro Game Expo.
Very, very cool. So what's it all about?
So this started with
Notice who I'm asking. I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking at Chris.
That's for
We
the
all
best.
appreciate
That's for the
that.
best. So this started out with Chris and I going to a lot of different conventions and kind of, doing the, it'd be cool if, or that kind of sucks. We wouldn't do that. And I think my wife here got tired of us talking about it and said, you guys should just do it. We should do this together.
Those were
and
not her words, but yeah.
Chris and I said, that's a great idea. We don't know how. And luckily she's smart and she's good at logistics and things like that. So she's been awesome about organizing the stuff that we are weak at. And I think that's probably the best part about our team is that all of us have different strengths and none of us overlap each other all that much. So we're able to kind of concentrate on the things that we're passionate about, which means that it's coming together, I feel coming together very quickly and very well. Like the stuff where we already have programming planned. We are getting our, people perhaps like the Tech Buzz, perhaps covering the show. And I don't know if that's too early to announce or what.
We can
but
throw it out there. Yeah.
We'll see.
we have guests announced on the show. We have sponsors. We're getting vendors. We're a year out, and I know all of us are ready for it to happen now because we're just excited for it to occur. So
All kidding aside, Jane, me and Chris were going back and forth because you put the website out, you had it out.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually impressed at how quickly you guys pulled everything together. I mean, not that websites are hard or anything like that. Sorry, I was giving you a little bit of credit.
Yeah, but then you just stripped it away from me.
It's really nice.
No, really, the website. And then we were kind of, you put it out there. We found a little kink in it. You fixed it really quick.
He poked it with a stick and broke it.
I wanted it to look really good. He's like, look at my beautiful website. And I'm like, well, this is off. And he goes, hang on, hold a second. Refresh. It literally was 30 seconds. You had it fixed. No kid inside.
The other issue, though, is that you were like the one person
That was using
looking
an-
at the site
I did.
that was using an older iPad.
It's not an older, it's a pro.
I don't believe that you were on this one. And it was the only thing that we didn't test was looking on there because it's a mobile dynamic website. And, of course,
But it
Apple,
wasn't
where
your fault.
everything works, it worked.
So the real problem was he put the extra space in it. It wasn't nothing to do with the iPad.
I'm not going to take the full blame for that. Who was it that wanted extra spacing?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was you, Chris.
No, damn it. Okay.
Were you looking at me?
I would never.
So you guys are all involved. Lindsay, what's your role in this whole big convention?
And our shenanigans.
Well, no, if you were the only one involved, it would be shenanigans. But,
Shenanigans.
are you going to go with
I'm here to help. I'm here to support and kind of help make sure that all the stupid stuff happens.
Ouch.
Lindsay, we need to say this, put this out on the socials. Okay.
So we're calling Lindsay our comms lead.
That's what she is
Okay.
too.
So-
It's my Star Trek
modest to
title.
say.
Yes.
Yeah, she is the communications lead.
There you
so.
go.
So, but you also, I was kind of trying to, oh, you dropped your phone, bud.
He does that all the time.
Did you also have a special place for Michigan because you
I do.
originated from Michigan?
Yes, that's where I grew up. I grew up right, we do the hand. Okay, so Cadillac,
Yeah.
Kalamazoo is just down here.
So right down the road.
So,
Right down the road.
She downgraded from a caddy to a kazoo.
So when's the date?
So the date is going to be August 29th on 2026. And, one of the things that we kind of secured quickly because we knew we wanted to have a free play area.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that we had initially talked about, we were like, oh, we're going to do arcades, we're going to do arcade machines, all that. And that was a little ambitious. And we got to thinking, we happen to know someone, BD Retro Mods right there,
I don't know who that guy
who
is.
runs an incredible free play area already. And I hope it's okay that we're saying that you're going to be involved here.
bet.
Brian is going to be taking care of our free play area.
Will you hand him his contract to sign real quick?
let's lock that up.
We are also talking to our friends at Channel 3 about possibly being involved with the show and helping out with running tournaments and things like that. That's in early discussions, but at the very least, we know we'll have the support of an amazing social network that is all dedicated to gaming, that we're going to be able to post about the show and get the eyes on the show through Channel 3, which
very
is
cool.
If you guys don't know, channel3.gg, please go to the site. It is dedicated to gaming. It's a fantastic site.
Did you do your daily quest?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
Somehow I'm winning right now. I'm probably the only one that's done it. Which one? Mario Kart. Yeah, okay, there. That pressure's off.
So, yeah, it's been...
I didn't know how much you really wanted to. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, should I ask him this? Because
Yes.
certain things I know the answer to, and
Sure.
I'm like,
No,
I
ask
don't know.
away.
I don't know if they really want to put that out yet.
Well, so the
It's
site
live.
is live. We're selling tickets. We're selling vendor booths. So if there are any questions you have,
So as
just go
long as she
ahead.
doesn't give me the desk there, I know I'm good.
Yeah,
right?
if the
I don't know.
CFO
Okay.
says it's okay to answer that question,
Okay.
she's
Or
also
so-
HR.
So I'm kind of looking at her out of the corner of my eye to
Yeah,
make
that's-
sure
that's
okay.
the wise
All right.
decision.
So I will say that, like, even though he says that it's, I'm the smart one here, I'm really not. But it's kind of scary how well everything has come together
It is.
so quickly. But it has to do with the fact
Fine
that
wood.
we're surrounded by amazing people.
It really is. We've been incredibly fortunate in our time creating content that we've met some unbelievable people. Like yourself included.
Yeah.
But
appreciate that.
we've really kind of developed that kind of familial bond, and not just like, oh, I know that guy, we can talk to him. It's something where I know I can rely on Lindsay. Lindsay knows she can rely on Meredith, not Chris or I. We're trouble, but
Well, I was
it's-
going to say you were going for three until you mentioned him. Then I would have said you probably
We
3
just
for
do
4.
our best
For
to
anyone
keep
that
him
doesn't
in
know,
line.
Steven does actually like me. He's
I
just
do.
mad that his daughter is a bigger fan of my channel than his.
but we've also
He brainwashed her. That's all. I mean,
we've also been able to talk to show organizers, because one of the things that we made sure going forward in creating the show is like we're not against anybody.
No.
A rising tide lifts all ships, right? So
That's right, that's right.
Anytime that we can talk to people like Brian here at Pittsburgh Gaming Expo, or talking to Tom at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, these are people that we value them. We value their opinions on things. And they've been unbelievably supportive of everything that we're doing. Brian is going to be involved in the show. He's
Wow,
going to be
that's
running
cool.
our tabletop area. So it's something where we're looking at the things that we know people do well, that we know we wouldn't be as strong at. And we're leveraging their expertise to make this the best show we possibly can right out
Yeah,
the gate.
it's not a competition by any
No.
means, because we are out here to grow this
Yep.
culture, this community, and make it that much better and bigger. And
Yeah.
a competition doesn't do that.
Nope,
We're
sure
working
doesn't.
together.
but you know what though? In all fairness, the stigma in creator world. Can we say that creator world?
Sure.
They think everybody's a competitor.
Yeah.
They think you're competing against me. I'm
Yep.
competing against you.
It's no competition.
And it's not like that, because everybody has a place. Everybody has an audience. Everybody has an overflow audience too.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
but like you just said, if everybody works together, you can bring everybody up with you.
100%.
And so I agree with that. I think that's an awesome thing to have other, con runners working with you guys. I think that's pretty cool.
And that's one of the big things, like, internally, like, one of our big rules is there is no drama. Like, there's always drama in different places. We want no part in it. It's we are here to have a good time, put on a good show, and help other shows in any way that we can. So any of the shows we're working with, it's, we're going to advertise the hell out of you guys because we know you would do the same for us.
Yep.
And it's, we don't want any part in any negativity or anything like that. It's like, let's just have an awesome show.
Yep.
So everybody has fun.
So what about, I'm assuming you're doing cosplay because he's already dressed up over here.
Yeah.
I'm a jokester.
We have a cosplay judge, the Savvy Jewel, who is someone that I met a few years ago at an expo. She was dressed as Ratchet, and I'm a huge Ratchet and Clank fan, and I legitimately fanboyed out when I saw her cosplay. And she and I hit it off immediately. We become really good friends. And when we started talking about the show, I messaged her and said, "Hey, you want to be a cosplay judge?" And she was in immediately. So we've got. We have a cosplay judge. We also have the benefit of Shell Gray Cosplay, who is involved with Cleveland Gaming Classic. Shell's amazing.
She's awesome.
And she's been a resource for us. She's been, answered any questions we've had. We have an open DM policy with her.
Did you check with Sarah back there too?
I haven't talked to Sarah yet.
Oh, Sarah's great too.
We've been. It's just been fortunate. We have so many amazing people around us that we've met over the years of doing these shows that everyone's just immediately hopping on board and willing to help out and willing to be involved, and it's been an incredible experience.
So I got a question. Did you tell him what we were talking about? Did you let him know about the tournament?
I forgot. No, I didn't.
Joe was heading it up. You didn't talk about the Monopoly tournament that they had to play Jay on the chip. I just asked you if I could talk about this stuff, and now you're telling me to shh.
I'm side-eyeing you. And he's going to stab you.
I'm not going to stab Steven. This is not his fault.
This is not my fault.
Oh, right.
Your wife is the one who originated the Monopoly thing.
My wife would never do that.
Joe came up to me and he was like, "So are we going to broadcast the Monopoly tournament when we get up to Michigan?"
If the people
I thought
a Monopoly
you told
tournament,
him this.
It was going to be a surprise. Way to ruin it.
If the people want a Monopoly tournament, then by God, we will have a Monopoly tournament.
Hosted by
They're going to play you in the championship.
That's fine. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Well, the board game's actually fun.
Sure.
No, it's not.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And you're going to have dishes of candy corn all around, too, for everybody?
No.
Love this more and more.
No. Man,
Sorry,
you know what? I think I'm going to quit the show. I'm done.
No.
It's on his percentage.
So are you announcing some of the other bigger guests?
There is one big guest that we have.
Are you allowed to say that yet?
Announced himself.
We do. He did. I heard he kind of.
He confirmed it.
I'm just asking. I don't want to spoil anything.
So our first, I think our first major guest is going to be the immortal John Hancock.
That was cool. Yeah.
John has been both for our content and just for the show. When we started talking about it, he was immediately supportive. And we have a benefactor who's going to help us get him out there.
Very cool.
Because if you've never run a show before, they're expensive,
and
we are operating on the shoestringiest of shoestring budgets on this one. But,
the first year shoestring.
We have Velcro laces.
Yes,
That's
we do. And it's that thrift store Velcro that's been pulled off a lot, so it's
peeling at the end. Yeah.
So not to divulge anything on air, but I actually talked to Joe to handle some of our contractual to try to get that taken care of by him. So maybe we could work together on that to try to go after him, because he said, "Let's talk." That's what he said. So,
yeah,
neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm happy to be able to come up and support you guys. I mean, like I said, you knew my situation I was in before, and it's looking good. So. I'll have unlimited PTO, so awesome. we're going to be in good shape, and to do these panels and stuff. It'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can schedule so I don't have to sit the whole time.
No, you're going to work.
That's what you told me that night we were hanging out. You said we're putting shackles under there to chain you to. I'm like, come on, man.
They'll have fuzziness on them. I mean, they'll be
he did say that actually. They'll be fuzzy.
When we first conceived of the show, one of the first things we did when we were setting up, and this is probably about a month and a half before we even mentioned it to you, one of the first things
you guys
we
called me.
We did.
Called me
But
on the phone.
we had the floor plan
An
set
actual
up.
telephone.
Did you really?
Yeah, we had already had our floor plan set up, and we had a spot carved out, and we said, wouldn't it be awesome if we could have Steven there doing
We
this
actually
live and
wrote your
covering the
name
show?
into
Did you really?
the spot.
We did.
Yeah, you were one of the first people where we said,
Sorry to hear that.
That's got to be something that happens because we want you involved in the show.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
No, and I want to help in that, and that's the cool part is, again, you work together as a community to make something awesome. I mean, because we all do, joking aside, we all do have grievances when we go to certain places, and it's sometimes it's out of the hands of the convention,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like we can't control that. Sometimes it's the venue.
Yep.
You know, sometimes it's the con runner. Sometimes, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. I'm glad you guys are doing it and I'm not doing it because that's a huge undertaking. So how long have you guys been noodling this, you know?
Couple of
to
years.
do
Well,
this? Has it really been?
It's been
Yeah.
about 3 years that we first started talking about it, and after about 6 months of hearing us kind of just be, it'd be really cool if we did this.
It
Meredith
was literally on the road back from
It's like, well, you guys
MGC
just
Yeah.
shut up
years
and
ago.
do it.
Yeah, and Meredith was like, you guys should just do this. And like 10 miles down the road, she said, you're going to need someone who can do finances. My wife's an accountant.
Oh, okay.
So
So
she's
that
like,
ma-
you're
well,
going
that
to need
makes
someone who
sense.
can do
Yeah.
finances. So
She knew what she was
She's
doing.
like, I'm in.
Yeah.
She's like, I will help you guys with the finances. We'll take care of this. And then, snowballing. And, she likes to say she's the numbers. She's the numbers. She's the numbers. She's also had a ton of incredible ideas of
Yeah.
what to do with the show. Hi, Justin. And it's been the nice thing about it is like my wife is the CFO, Chris is the CEO, I'm the CCO. While we have those titles,
We need to stop right there. You made him CEO. What were you thinking?
to be fair, he
He
made
made
himself
himself,
CEO, and we
right.
just said, okay, that's fine.
Of course you did.
Go
Of
on,
course.
kiddo. You're
Sorry,
okay.
I didn't mean to
Who
interrupt, but I just
suggested
kind of.
percentage numbers in
You guys,
the agreements.
your son, what is he playing? I would make him the CEO.
He's going to be the grunt work.
He's that's actually going to be his first job is working the show next year.
Started from
gonna
the bottom, now he's here.
He's going to be handling a lot of the merchandise, doing like the pressing
That's
of the
cool.
shirts and
That's
stuff
good.
like that. And he's excited about being involved. And
Listen, you guys know more than anything. My kids are a big part. My family's a big part of what I do here.
Yep.
My daughter had gotten, she got a migraine this morning. She ended up, my wife took her home. My son's been doing a bang-up job. He's doing all the switching over there. So, I mean, by you having me out, you're having him out. He's doing the production. She's doing the production. Even though she's your biggest fan, she had you real wide on the screen. No, but, it's cool to see your family get involved as well,
Yeah.
to help you guys out, see the vision.
Well, I will say, too, that, one of the biggest things for us and for me is to make sure this convention is as family-friendly as possible.
Yep.
I don't want to just say...
Again, why do you have him as CEO? You said family friendly.
I wanted to say,
I
that
swear
we
he
have...
actually likes me.
We have we want to have more than just the gamers, the retro gamers there. We want to be able to make sure that husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, mothers, fathers, daughters, etc., will be there, and everybody has something to do.
if you want to play
And-
tabletop, if you want to do, if you just want to hang out and play games, if you're coming in, we want this to be an approachable space for you and be something that you can actively engage in and actively have fun.
And have a great,
And
are grateful there.
there's a bunch that we're working with to make sure that there's a dedicated kids area.
Nice.
What will be the same size as the free play area is going to be a kid family zone.
That's something that my wife, as you know, we started over. We've got a 2-year-old. We have a 17, 13, and 2-year-old. She likes the DDR track because that's all that she sees flashing lights. Kids at that age, that's what they want to do. So she'll jump around on the DDR. I had her over in Brian's there. She was playing Pac-Man on the 7200. Whatever, old Atari junk. I don't know.
7,800.
7200.
math.
It should be the
12,
70.
18.
I don't know. I don't play Atari. See, he gave me this the other day to walk around, and I still have to do it. I've never played it. I don't know.
You've
What do you?
played Asteroids?
You've
Yeah,
never
no, I have it
played
on the
Asteroids?
arcade. I've never played it on the Atari.
It's
Oh, it's
great.
such a better
This,
version.
I
definitely.
asked him. I said, "What do you do with this? Put it in a toaster?"
Yeah, more or less. I mean,
He said Pac-Man. But no, that's great to hear that you guys are doing something. What about people always are concerned when you go to a convention? Dare I say, I'm going to say it here.
Oh.
What do you do about food? So what's going on in that range?
so one of the nice things about our venue is part of a Marriott. So it's across the parking lot from a really lovely hotel in Kalamazoo. And one of the things that we've secured is that there's going to be a chef doing concession at the show. So
Wow.
You're going to be able to get a good meal. It's not just going to be a frozen hamburger patty slapped
And
on a
I've seen
bun.
the venue. He showed me the other
yeah.
night.
Beautiful.
And
It's
really,
beautiful.
really
They
nice.
have a
Meredith
full,
did a good
like,
job.
fully licensed industrial kitchen in the
Yeah.
event center.
Yep.
Not just like, here's our row of microwaves. It's no, they're going to be back there cooking.
Yep.
Yeah, and people don't mind paying for good food as long as it's
Correct.
good.
It's going to be good
That's
food.
one thing I'm working with that Chevis with is to make sure that the food is still affordable for everybody,
Yeah.
and it's something
Yes.
that kids will want to eat as well as more refined palates too.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's
exciting.
also one of the things that is critical about the show is we wanted to make sure it was an alcohol-free environment because it is going to be
Sorry,
very
Joe.
family
Family
friendly.
friendly.
But if you are wanting to have a beer or a wine or a cocktail or something like that, there is a full-service bar at the hotel, so you can go just across the parking lot to the hotel, have a meal there as well,
Nice.
And be able to get a drink. And
And
come
there's a
back to
really
the
nice
show.
coffee shop
Do
built
we
in.
get any kickback from sending them to have meals and drinks across the parking lot?
I should talk
That-
We
to
need
her
to talk to her about
That's
that.
right.
Can that
Who's
go towards our
taking notes?
concession totals?
I am
Yeah.
actually.
And that's something. I mean, all joking aside, we won't name the convention. We were at a convention. We ended
Careful,
up, the
no
three
drama.
of us. No. The three of us ended up staying in a certain hotel,
Yep.
Gosh.
which was not up. Not that we
We
were asking
immediately
for
know.
5-star. Okay, you remember.
But we were
Johnny's
asking
there.
for no cockroaches and no blood on the sheets.
We were
no
asking
clogged
for at
toilets.
least a star.
Amazing.
That's all I'm
Just
saying.
one
Like
star.
that, you guys changed your room how many times?
Three times.
I changed my room twice.
Retro Trey got rid
I
of the room
thought,
that had blood in it.
to be fair, I thought I was being. I
Hey,
thought I
there's
was
one of
being
our guests
mean.
right
There's
now.
one of our guests right there, the immortal John Hancock. Hi, John.
I thought I wasn't trying to be mean, and I went up to the showrunner. I was like, look,
That was us
I don't
too.
need a 5. I know we were sitting, and I'm like, but when something's oozing out of the wall, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Like I can't stay in that place. Like.
And he immediately was just like, we are never working with them again. It's like, there's
And
been
they
so
did
many
it.
of you
And
that
they
have
That's
done
the
that.
best
I-
part.
and
Yeah.
they didn't.
And
So
the next year they
that
had
was
dropped
really
that
cool.
hotel.
So, we were talking about that, and when you were showing me the other night, you were showing me that. I was like, wow, it looks really, really nice.
I think that the biggest issue we have with the venue is if you're 9 feet tall like Chris and you're walking through the hallways in the hotel, you might hit your head on a light.
It's very
Yeah,
short.
there is one hallway that goes down to the first floor rooms where it's like I'm walking and I'm like kind of.
So what I'm hearing with this is you let Chris walk first, and
Yes.
you just walk behind. So every time he smacks his head,
Absolutely.
you know when to duck.
No, see,
Or
they don't want
I
that
walk
because
ahead of
then
him and
we'll have to
distract
pick up
him.
the signs.
That's actually the
I
approach.
like that
Yeah.
one. I like that one.
We have to we'll have to replace all of the emergency exit signs because I'm going to knock
They
them
really
all
that
with my
low?
head. No, legitimately, I have to do this so I don't hit them. It's only this one hallway.
So you're going to have, okay, so for the vendors, you're going to have vendors selling video games. Are they also doing, I got to be careful, tabletop? They're going to be selling tabletop
Yep, we're
miniatures?
That's the plan.
There's a possibility, yeah. So we're working with some local shops in Kalamazoo that specialize in. There's one that does a lot of Pokemon vending, so there'll be a Pokemon card vendor. There's a couple other stores in Kalamazoo we're going to be talking to that do a lot of tabletop stuff with minis and board
Nice.
games and stuff like that. So yeah,
So
And
that's
then,
something.
like one goal is we are going to have sessions for people that have never done D&D but want to play. We're going to have like mini campaigns that are being run with like the big projector going. That way you can see what's happening, and it's like, here's how you run through a campaign.
Can we get Corey to get another tattoo at your place?
He squeals way too much. No.
We'll stream that. That'll be entertaining just to watching that.
but we are going to have tattoo artists.
Yep.
So
Yes.
we're going to have probably 2 or 3 tattoo artists.
Yeah.
So if you're,
I think John's running out of room on his forearm.
No.
no,
We'll find some room.
We'll
We
make it
tried to
work.
get him to get the merge tattoo. He's like, no.
That was all. My daughter goes, "Did Game Dad really say that have me get a tattoo? He was going to pay for it if I got the merge, the Game Dad tattoo."
that
I
was
was like,
for
"No,
Game.
he wanted the merge on it." And she goes, "I don't even know what that is." I'm like, "You'll find out later."
Oh, so she would have been fine with the Game Dad tattoo?
Well, no, I would. My wife was
I'm
standing
not
over
asking
there.
what you feel.
No. My wife was standing over there because Votary was telling my son, like, if your dad signs off, you can get a tattoo. And so me and Elliot were going back and forth. And we said to my wife yesterday, we said, "Did you see Daniel's tattoo?" She looked at me. She goes, "You didn't let him." I was like, Voter, and Elliot's like, oh yeah. And then she's like smacking me, like she's like little, and he's dying laughing because she totally bought it. And then we said, well, no, Samantha's going to get it because Game Dad said he was going to pay for it. And then she goes, oh no, she's only 17. Oh no, that's not happening.
She's
So
got enough
you're gonna have
branding.
to you're gonna have to fight my wife now on this.
Is this like a weird version of the Macarena?
I don't know what's
Or is it a
timeout.
cage? We're
Oh.
The crowd. So that's cool. You're gonna have tattoo artists. You're gonna have local. And the cool part about with video games, because you guys are collectors too, going in different areas. That's what I'm excited about, because you can find different games in different areas.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm so used to the Ohio area. That's why I started buying like home. Yeah, I know. I know.
Hang on. OH?
I-O.
Of course you'd be proud of it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You were so excited. That was adorable.
It was a 4-letter word. He tried, folks. He got 2 of them out.
Well, we beat Michigan well.
Which one? You lost, didn't you? Go sports ball.
We still won the championship, though.
That's okay, but you lost to Michigan.
We still won the championship, though. Where were you guys?
I don't know. Playing sports ball? Like,
Sorry. All right. Anyways,
I don't watch football. It's fine.
if people
Lose
want to
ball.
sign, you're going to tank this. Your CEO's going to tank this.
I know.
All right. Daryl's in the chat room.
Hi, Daryl.
Daryl's saying
Need
hi.
to come up here.
Daryl.
Are you like upstairs?
No, he's up in Buffalo.
What?
Isn't that your dragon's name out in front of your house?
Daryl?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
It is
I'm pretty
now.
sure.
Oh yeah. No, my 4-year-old said his name was Daryl. Yeah.
Okay.
Daryl, you're a dragon in my yard, apparently.
We're losing.
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
I'm trying to
Keep
rein
distracting
him in. If people are interested and they want to buy tickets, you said they're on sale right now.
They are.
VIPs, what are we doing?
VIPs, Chris, what is in the VIP package? Because I don't remember.
Yes. So, in the VIP package, hang on.
The file there
Pause
for
for
a
dramatic
second.
effect. So, in the VIP package, people are going to get a custom shirt. They are going to get a custom laser engraved tumbler, one of the mini, like 10 or 12 ounce tumblers. They are going to get stickers for the show. And there are going to be a few other items that are going to be in there. We don't want to spoil it all because we actually say and
Because he
more.
doesn't remember.
Did he say early access too?
Oh, yeah.
He did
Well,
not-
yeah,
there
early
is-
access.
there is 1 hour early access.
Yeah, so VIPs will be able to get in at 9 a.m. The general admission will be at 10. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get basically a bunch of swag. Like, one of the things that we wanted to do, we didn't want it to just be, and it's not knocking anyone, we didn't want it to just be like, oh, you get a special lanyard. We wanted you to be able to have a swag bag with swag that you would actually use. And, like, another thing is laser engraved coasters. Like, anyone that does the pre-sale or anyone that does the VIP, you're all getting laser engraved coasters for the show. So we wanted stuff that people could actually use and not just like, wow, look at all this cool stuff I got. And then the next year when you go and you look in that bag, you're like, oh, I remember I got all that crap.
Why are you making fun of me and Brandy for our swag over there, man? Is he still holding out on us because we just didn't have the money at the time?
Yes.
Go, okay.
Yeah, I saw that hat.
I guess I deserve it.
I guess they didn't want quality merch.
So
But-
general admission tickets pre-sale are $20. It'll be $5 less for kids, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
He does
$5 less for
So
kids.
15 for kids. Those ticket prices will be $5 more day of the show at the door.
Unless you're military.
Unless there's military first responder, that's a different story. But VIP tickets are $60. So and those will not be sold the day of. That has to because we have to
That's
assemble the
gonna be-
bags.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, we will have a limit on the number of
I was just going to ask you, are you you're only going to do a limit?
Yeah, right now, I mean, if we
That's
start
smart.
getting a ton of people that are super interested in it, we'll update it. But right now, we are limiting it to 100 VIP passes.
Okay.
Yep. But if you go to MRGExpo.com, you can take a look at the merch and ticket section. It has all of the different merch options that we're going to be selling, the different ticket prices and things like that. There's also some sections on there as well. If you're curious about Kalamazoo, there's an Around Kalamazoo section with a bunch of stuff that's going to be going on. We are in the process of contacting one of the local sports teams to be a part of something. We haven't.
It's going to be really cool if they agree.
If they go with it, it's going to be amazing. If it's not, it's still going to be fun.
And
But
you'll
we
know for
would
a
like to
fact
have them
whose
involved.
idea it was
Yes.
if they go for it.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion just for something
No.
fun to do?
Yeah.
You know, dunk tanks at that time of the year could be really good.
Oh.
And you know what? I know the perfect volunteer.
Wow, Lindsay. I thought we were all turning.
your CEO. Who wouldn't want to dunk a CEO?
You know, we could actually make a lot of money doing that.
I mean, I'm down. I've been in a dunk tank before. I got this.
He's been in a dunk tank before.
You know
He's
what?
correct.
I do.
Just for
All
fun, not
just
even
so you
for
know,
an
they're
event.
expensive.
He's just-
All joking aside, if you sat there I mean, you're good at razzing people. I think you could maybe raise money for next year's
I will,
convention.
I will say,
Being
we,
serious
But
here.
do you want to see me in my swimsuit?
I don't want to see you in a swimsuit.
It was your idea.
it's a Borat suit, just for the record.
No. See, you didn't hear the rest of this. I think you need to get him a Teletubby suit
Oh, I actually
that he
already
sits
have
on.
one.
Do you really?
Why?
No, you don't.
One of my kids wore the purple one for Halloween
And it needs-
one
it
year.
needs
So I'm going to
amazing.
tinky winky in the tub.
I mean,
This was all Steven, you guys.
No, he took it too far. Anyways,
amazing.
So moving on, we're going to have lots of different things
Your
going
son
on.
is dying over there.
So proud to be here right now.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we're going to have the tabletop area. We're going to have free play.
Red
We're
Bull,
gonna have,
please.
Hell yeah. We're going to have the kids zone. We're going to have panels. We're going to have tournaments going on.
you're not getting out of that.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Hey, dude, $20 is $20.
Bucks is I know. You have no shame.
No. They all carry my shame. But
Accurate.
yeah, we're going to have a lot of really cool stuff. And right now on the site, you can see all of the confirmed guests that we're going to have. So a lot of our content creator friends have all agreed to come up and be at the show and come and hang out at the show and cover it. And then John Hancock, he is our first official guest. And he'll have his booth there where he sells all his games and stuff. And yeah, we're going to have the tattoo stuff. We'll have on-site concessions. We'll have on-site merch for everything. And
Type in your site here real quick. This is very minute. Daniel, I want to see, after he gets this up, see if you can pull up input 8 once we load this.
not 7 or 9, 8.
Yeah.
So-
see if input 8 is it showing the? I want to pull up the website. So I got to work with him. Is it not showing an input 8? Okay, I'll work on it then. Okay.
So if you want some numbers real quick too, we've got 70 booths that we're going to have, so 70 vendors that we're going to have, assuming somebody doesn't get double booths, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
We do have, of those, we've got 22 of the 10 by 10s and 30 of the smaller tables available. We're going to have, like you said, the breakout sessions. We've got tournaments that we're playing. And we want to make sure that we're focusing on diversifying on a lot of different things. So it's not just retro games. It's going to be tabletop. It's going to be board games, which PGX is going to be doing our board game library there.
Right.
Yep. There's a whole huge room just
Can we
for
go
that.
back to the booths really quick because just to specify that a lot of conventions go by table, or they'll go by square foot. How are you? What's a booth?
Yeah.
Are you doing it
10
per
by 10
table?
with electrical.
Yep. So
With electrical?
With electrical.
Yes.
We don't have to, because our venue is that awesome, we do not have to pay for separate power drops.
Wow.
They're just
Yeah.
power's included when you rent the place.
I'm just putting that
Now,
out there
keep in
because
mind
of some. Yeah.
that only the booths on the edges have power because
Right.
we're not running power lines through the middle of
Yeah.
the convention. I
Yeah.
really don't want kids tripping. And
So, with that said, though, if somebody needs power, is there an upcharge for that booth?
No.
If you're going to be on the edges.
if you're on the edge, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
so
just let
It's
you
built
guys
into
know,
the
you know.
cost.
yeah, all the 10 by 10 booths go all around the edge. That's where the outlets are. You get power. It's included in your cost. And then all of our 5 by 10 booths, they are the ones that are making up the aisles like this. And those ones do not have power. So if you have to have power, well, bring a Jackery or pay up.
Or go to the website right now and register
Yes.
your interest.
Absolutely. When you go onto the website that's not showing because Daniel didn't choose input 8,
He's still learning.
he's still learning. He's got it. You go into our merch and tickets section. You can see all the tickets there for General Admin Kids VIP. You can see the logo shirt, which we are wearing right now. That'll be available in a couple different colors. We have a custom logo just for 2026. Wristbands, sticker packs, tote bags, all that kind of stuff. That will be for getting in generally.
Yeah.
And then if you go under at the expo, there is the area to see all of the guests that are going to be there. So we have a bunch of people on there. We might need to take off the last one that's in
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
He's kind
it's
of a turd.
It's mucking up yours. your good list there.
Yeah, exactly. But then under there, we also have vendors and sponsors. So if you wanted to be either one of those, you click on it. It gives information. And this is one thing that we wanted to do as well that we haven't seen really anyone else do, is we really, really want to highlight the vendors. So you have Meet the Vendors. When you go on our vendors page, it shows all of the vendors that are going to be there. And then underneath, if you see here, there's a little bit of text where it is going to show the exact booth number they are going to be at. So if it's like, oh man, I really wanted to be able to go to that one booth, where are they going to be? You can find their booth number easily. And then at the bottom of the page, there's just a thing, are you interested in becoming a vendor? And you just give us name, email, phone, and then we'll be in contact about that. And it's the same thing for the sponsors. You'll be able to see all of the sponsors that we have on here. And this is going to be updated as we go. And one thing that's not on here yet is our actual panels page. It is in progress as we're working on stuff, getting people to sign agreements, things like that.
Chatterbox.
So those of you that are watching live, I know it's not showing you the website. I'm going to re-upload this with edited, so you'll be able to see the the website.
Can I say
She has a
something?
question.
Yeah, just jump in. Just interrupt him. Just interrupt him. Just be
too
like,
much.
Chris, be quiet.
That's a true story.
I thought it was
So we
good.
do have a sponsor that's not on there yet. Formula K Equipment has actually sponsored a photo opportunity for us, which
Yes,
is
it's
really
gonna be
cool.
awesome.
So we're going to have a really neat backdrop that we're hoping is going to be Mario themed, but he also does go-karts. He's like the nation's largest provider of go-kart parts for commercial. And so he's giving us a go-kart that we can have in there. There's no motor in it, so nobody's going to drive away. But we're going to have like 3D printed shells and bananas and stuff like that. So
That'll be
adults
cool.
and kids
A
can
Mario
hop in
Kart
there and
photo
take
op.
some.
Yeah, that'll be good. Are you guys also doing workshops and stuff where you're
So-
doing your?
We're not going to have workshops in year one. Kind of ironic since we all run workshops at other cons.
Right.
But we're going to be
Ironic
busy.
because he
Yeah,
was
we're
probably
gonna-
in charge of it and dropped the ball, right? Is that really what?
Rude.
Okay.
Well,
was-
we're trying
No,
to make
we're
a
going to be
con.
busy. She told me I wasn't allowed to.
We're trying to make a convention that we would actually want to be walking around and enjoying, but unfortunately, we're not that smart, and we're going to have to be working it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
No, I think you guys will be able to walk around and enjoy it.
We're going to be
Yeah.
so busy.
It
We
was-
Oh
wanna
wait,
be very
wait! I just remember Chris is the CEO. Never mind.
It really
I'm going
really
to sit
shook
in my
down
high
to
tower.
It
You're
shook
going to
down
what
to
in your high tower?
sit.
Sit. Okay.
This
My
is a
tower.
I thought he
family-friendly
said
show.
that too, and I was going to be like, I got to edit that part out. What's the timestamp
I'm going to
on
beat
that?
the tower.
Oh boy.
Workshops really just broke down to it wasn't something that we saw kind of saw the ROI on for the first year.
Sure.
We're going to be way too busy. If this was a 2-day show where we could kind of spread things out a little bit more, so maybe 2 or 3 years down the road, maybe that's something we can revisit. But for right now, it was we still don't know what we're doing running a show. So we would rather not toss on the extra responsibility of making sure that the two people that actually do the workshops with Meredith and Chris are taken away
Yeah,
for a couple hours at a time.
Thor threw it out there. He's like, "You're going to do a shop?" And I was like, "Yeah, no." I thought about it briefly, and I was like,
Well, and we have so much planned, and it's going to be a very down to the 15-minute window
Yeah.
of all the different things that are going to be running, because we want to make sure nothing is overlapping.
Yeah.
And there won't be enough time in the day to do everything we want to do that we think everyone will enjoy, and add workshops to
Yep.
it.
All
So-
joking aside, I know you guys are doing 1 day, but next year you're going to be talking about 2-day or 3-day because you're going to get that demand, and you're going to get you're going to get people that are going to
Fingers
jump
crossed.
on board and help you guys.
We hope so.
to go to that.
But we're
that
also
extreme.
we're also being realistic about it. If it's something
Absolutely.
that we're going in as we're going to put on the best show we possibly can for year one,
Yep,
and anything that happens after that is icing on the cake, right?
Yeah.
Like
that's pretty cool.
we've said since the start that the most important thing is that if we don't have a venue, we don't have a show. We have the venue.
You have the venue.
Now, if we don't have vendors, we don't have a show.
Yep.
We're getting vendors. So now we get guests, we get people coming in to watch the show, to attend the show. If without those, we don't have a show, but we're making progress on that as well. So we're taking it iteratively. We're taking bite sizes off of it to make sure that it's going to be a success, because it would be real easy for us to say, we're going to have the best show ever.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just not do anything about it. But going about it logically and taking it, piece by piece to make sure we're actually able to put on a successful event that people can enjoy, it's going to make it a more rewarding experience. And if that can turn into 2 days next year, fantastic. And if it doesn't, if it's a 1-day show again, that's okay too.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want quality over quantity.
Yep.
And
Again, why
we
is
don't
he
want to grow
CEO?
just for growth.
He's just repeating what I say. It's fine.
I figured.
At least he's
So
listening.
you saw his notepad over here? I thought I was the only one that saw it.
It was written in crayon, right?
That's why his phone fell on the ground, because he was fumbling trying to get to the note.
Yeah, but we don't want to grow for the sake of growing, and just
You don't want fluff.
Yeah, well, and just as a general, not any specifics or anything like that, just as a general, we have seen where people grow too big too fast, and it's detrimental to the show instead of a boon for the show. We don't want that. It's if we're going to grow and expand, like, we have to get a huge space now, or we have to, it has to be a 3-day show or something. Mm-hmm. It's because we are bursting at the seams and we don't have a choice but to grow or die. So we want it to grow naturally. If that takes 1 year, cool. If that takes 10 years, cool. We want it to just be a good show.
Our first growth is, are we able to put on a successful show?
Yep.
Like that's the first measure of, are we going to be able to do this again? Was year one good? Was year one fun?
Yeah.
It will be.
Was it something that people are excited to come back for the next year?
So what you're saying is you're learning how to walk before you run.
Yeah.
I don't
imagine that. What a
Crazy,
concept.
I'm the CEO. I don't get that. No.
we know. This guy.
And and that involves everything we've talked about. Making sure that this is something that's approachable for families and affordable for families. We're keeping our ticket prices to a point where we don't feel like it's going to be a barricade for people to come in.
Yeah.
A $20 entry fee ahead of the show, even a $25 day of for a general admission, isn't something where people are going to be going, I can't do that. That's too much money. It's something where we feel like if you spend that money and you come into the show, we want there to be something for everybody. We want there to be tournaments. We want there to be cosplay. We want there to be amazing vendors that are selling some of the best games that you could possibly find.
We want them to have good memories so they want to come back
That's
next year.
That's the key.
Well, and also not just buckets and buckets of games. We don't want you to look at one booth that's like, wow, look at all these games. Then go to the next booth, wow, look at all these games, and just keep doing that. We're getting other vendors as well. We've been able to talk to some really awesome vendors here that aren't video games, but they do really cool stuff.
Like
and
the
it fits in really
pop
well.
culture stuff.
Exactly.
Pop culture stuff or gaming adjacent stuff.
That was, all joking aside, that was one of my daughter's favorite things when she goes to the convention. They have the pop culture, and it's not just all video games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because she's not really into collecting like my son and I. She just
we
plays
want variety.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's good. I think also giving kids memories. That's one of the things we do. We've been doing at this booth. Retro Fighters actually sponsored 10 controllers between this convention and the last one. I'm going to talk to them about doing this.
That'd be amazing.
So when we go up there, because we want kids to have a good time, not mom and dad just dragging them out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We give out a controller. We ask a kid, what's your favorite video game? They answer, and we give them a controller.
That's awesome.
Take that home and be like, I want to come back to that.
Yeah.
Not because
I got
of
free stuff.
Well, the free stuff is good, but it's like
the memory of the cool
that's
thing
right.
they did. Yeah.
Hey, we were on TV, even though they're right in here. But I like to hear that. Sorry.
No, it's okay. One of the other things we made a conscious decision on was the way we've kind of constructed the leadership of the company. Is,
you have him as CEO.
There's Chris and I have the YouTube presence, right? Like people recognize us, but we also have two incredible women working on the staff with us as well in leadership positions that are if not more important than us, significantly smarter than us, and are able to offer a perspective that we don't see, and to be able to have
to not be in that space.
To have two women on the show, that one who isn't a collector with my wife and one who is with Lindsay. They see things differently than we do, and to have them be able to be in a decision-making point and to be able to help the show grow in that respect as well is something that was really important to us. It wasn't just going to be two morons from YouTube putting on a show. We have incredibly strong women helping us out and making something great.
And that was my ultimate question. Like, how do you go from YouTuber to con runner?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
No, I mean not in a bad way, but like to come up with the idea to do that. That's pretty cool.
Well, and we all have, like Jay had mentioned earlier, we all have our strengths and weaknesses and stuff.
But that's why I knew it was his idea to come up with it. You just kind of went along for the ride.
And I have actually run very successful businesses.
He has.
Thank you. So
Pocket wrestling doesn't count.
We don't need to talk about last night. No, it was his fault. He set it up. I swung for the fences. But no, it's I ran my martial arts school. I run my KC Art and Apparel business, and it's there is the business side of it that sure, want it to be profitable, want it to be able to pay the bills and stuff like that. But we want it to, like we said before, we want it quality over quantity. If it's not a fun show, then it won't matter how much or how little funds were made or anything like that, because it won't happen again.
But you guys have been really aggressive in your marketing.
We have.
Like, really aggressive.
Well, and that's
like,
where
you have to
like that lady
bam,
comes in.
bam, bam, bam. It's just been coming out.
If you're not aggressive, you've already lost.
Yep.
It's
And we have to keep that momentum up for the
Yeah.
whole
Well, that's what I
year.
was going to say. You have a lot of momentum on your side.
Yeah.
We, we joke around, but, like, you have been banging things out.
Well, and we have our goals set in place for what we want to do weekly, monthly, everything
It's
leading up
very
to the show.
organized.
Yeah. Organized.
So Chris and I.
Congratulations,
in our-
Meredith, on
Yes.
making things organized.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So in our 9 to 5, Chris and I are in software quality assurance. So everything is organized and it's all building blocks, right? So everything moves in a building block pattern, and that's something Meredith does as well with her job. Lindsay has 3 children, so she has to be organized as well. So one of the things that has been very beneficial for us is the fact that we've all just fallen in kind of lockstep with the organization and the different things that we use. Like we're using programs that we use in software development to organize the way it's going.
For project management.
Yeah,
stuff, yeah.
exactly. We're running it as an agile project, which has been really awesome. And I don't remember what else I was going to say, so I'm just going to turn
I
it
will
back to you.
say too, like as much as you tease Chris, like, he's
Yeah.
amazing when he's
Yeah.
got a
Thank
goal to hit. He is on it, and almost to where I'm just like, take a breath, my man.
No.
Well,
Because-
that's why I was saying he was.
Yeah.
This is the only time I'm complimenting you.
Listen
He's
to
been
him.
really
Yeah,
aggressive
listen.
with putting that out there, and like
He's
it
amazing.
was like the website you did really quick, the flip around. I mean, the fact that you guys just picked up the phone, they're like, "Hey, we were thinking about this. What do you think?" Like, you didn't just sit down and go, "Well, we'll do this in a month from now or 3 months before the show, and we'll."
Yeah.
Maybe we'll ask some people to come out maybe a month. Like, you guys have been on it.
One of the advantages of having a four-headed hydra of ADHD is that
I like it.
when we come up with an idea, we're just like, let's do it, and we'll
Make it
call
work.
the people and we'll see if we can make it work. And in some cases that has been, you can't do that.
That should be our
Don't
slogan
do
on
that.
here. ADHD is our superpower.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Dibs on the H.
in many cases, it's been like actually Brian. I'll use Brian as an example. We were excitedly talking to Brian in Cleveland about the free play area and how we're going to get all these arcades. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And Brian said,
No.
that's going to be about $30,000, right? And we went,
We both went,
oh no, we didn't.
The CFO went, nope.
So the CFO, and this is again kind of an example of how while we have our titles and we have our silos, we're not afraid to cross over. We're not going to step on each other's toes. She jumped up and said, well, would you want to do this? Can we get you to come in? And she saw an opportunity. She ran with it. And, we're lucky that Brian's going to be a part of it because Brian's incredible. His free play area is awesome. It is perfect for our space. And it's something where that kind of spontaneity and that impulsiveness of this is what we're going to do, you can't do that. Okay, but there's an alternative here.
Yeah.
Let's take that alternative and run with it. So
That was one big thing. You and I were talking about this the other night, where at one of the shows I was kind of irritated because I bring all this equipment and I got to do 2 panels for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, so what was the reason? And, all because there was no organization in that specific area and miscommunication. Okay.
Yeah.
And you and I were talking about that. We're like, okay, so am I going to be doing? You're like, nope. We have a designated area. This is just all on you. Just. So now
your
I
thing.
get to take the time and organize out what I want to do, who I want to have on it. You're telling me, well, we're going to have this person there. We're going to have that person. I can say, okay, can we get them on at this time? And I can schedule it. So we don't have the guesswork. I mean, we've been kind of trying to do this here. And I know spontaneity is kind of, you got to kind of flow with it. But when we have organization, like yesterday, we were able to do 8 panels
Wow.
in like a 10, 11 hour
Yeah.
frame and still give enough breaks,
Yes,
for people. We've been able to mix things up. But that's cool, being able to do something like that. rather than just you have an empty table here with microphones and
Yeah.
nobody's doing anything.
And that's one of the things, like, we're talking about building up the website. That was Chris did all the work, like legitimately did all the work. But that was an 8.5, 9-hour day with the three of us sitting in Chris's game room, just hammering on what we were going to do for the website. And one of the things when we first said we need Steven involved, and this is before we called you, we made sure that if you look in that upper right corner, that watch live button was built in, because we're like, that is going to be where people can see the show and see what you're doing with the live stream immediately.
Yep. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
We should have linked this to that.
We really should have.
Yeah.
But we didn't think about
But you know what you could do? But you know what you could do though. In the meantime, when I get this edited and we got the actual footage of this, because we don't usually pull this up because I try to keep it simple for those guys.
You can make it
When I'm at
fake
home,
where you
you know.
clicked on that, and then you'll have the footage of us
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I mean, it won't be fake, it'll be live.
You could upload it where we're not doing the mic check and everything like that. So I'll edit all that stuff out.
That's cool.
But no, that would be cool up until that point.
That's
Yeah.
Because you could probably put like a JavaScript or something in there to switch from that. So that'll be really cool. Well, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time here
Thank you.
and coming on. I'm looking forward to it. I know, Brian, we were talking about, you're looking forward to it. And anybody else, if you want to check it out, so I don't mess up the website here, MRGEexpo.com.
MRGEexpo.com.
Oh.
You added an extra E.
I had an
Rose.
extra.
Not
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Expo.
I'm sorry.
He pronounced it Expo. It was MRGE
Mr.
Expo.
Gexpo.
It's
No,
not
Mr.
Mr. Gexpo.
It's Mr.
Mr.
Gexpo.
Gexpo.
Mr. Gexpo.com.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think of that.
We need to contact 3DO and see if we can use Gex.
Mr. Gexpo.
as a
Let's just
sponsor.
buy the IP.
I think
I mean,
they're putting out a new
Start
Gex.
saying
Oh,
no.
they are.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
so never mind.
Well, and real quick before we close things out, because one of the big things, I would say the number one negative thing we've experienced over the years, and it's not any specific con, it's just something that unfortunately happens from time to time, is poor communication. We wanted to make sure that was not going to be a thing. There's been times where it's okay, we haven't heard anything for weeks about what's going on. We have strict rules internally in place where, no, within 24 hours, you will get some sort of response.
Yep. Yeah.
No matter what. Even if it's hey, we got your message, we're going to look into this. And it won't be anything that just sits there and lingers. It won't be anything like that. And that's a big part of where Lady Comslead comes in. Because she, ironically, we do YouTube and social medias and things like that. I cannot stand social media. So she's doing it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And she's really good at it. So.
And I'm going to get better.
Yeah,
and that's one
exactly.
of the things that I'm excited to do, is to grow through this experience. And see
We're
what
lucky
we
to
can
have
do.
her.
We are. We're incredibly fortunate to have her. We've worked with Lindsay at other shows, and she's
a bulldog.
She's incredible. She was the first person we thought of to bring onto the team outside of the three of us. So
No, I just think back to, in all seriousness, I think back to when we did that panel for the Halo, and people were really you're just no, you're going to move out of the way, because they were just standing in the way. We couldn't get in there with the microphone for the questions, and she's like, no, you want me to tell them to move? We're going to get them that.
Yep.
It's got to be done.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So, no, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come on here. Like I said, if you guys want to check it out, get in contact with these guys. If you see them walking around, this is your last convention for the year?
Yeah.
For
And that-
for 2020? Okay.
Yeah, our next show won't be till Midwest Gaming Classic.
And that's
That's in
April.
Middle end of
April,
April.
somewhere in
April.
That's another
April
con
or
that
May.
even reached out, on our first post, and they
Yeah.
were just we're really excited for you guys. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I love that. It's a community. It really is.
And it would be so easy for MGC to ignore us because they're
They're the big
they're
kahuna.
huge.
Ginormous.
You know, they're absolutely enormous. And for
But
them
they get
to
it.
yeah, exactly. For them to immediately within an hour of us posting our first thing, for them to hop on and say we're so excited to see what you guys do. We're proud of you guys. It was it's like I'm still just saying it out loud. I've got goosebumps talking about it. It's the support has been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Well, and from everyone, it's been as soon as we mention oh yeah, we're doing a con. What can I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of compliments because, we're surrounded by awesome people who lift us up as well.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
we've gotten a lot of, if anybody can do it, you guys can do it. I'm so excited to see
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
And that means a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I believe in the three of you. I'm sorry, Chris. He's still got it in there.
this guy? No one is going to believe that you actually like me and enjoy my company. No one will.
This is just a little shtick that we do because he had to go after my daughter with all the...
Okay, you need to reword that, sir. We wanted no drama. His
That's not
daughter
drama.
is a fan of my channel, and she happens to wear my merch and
You
refuses
gave
to
her-
wear her dad's.
I know she does.
I think it's funny as hell.
You know what? She won't even wear the Game Masters.
Really?
Well, that's because
I
that merch
wanna wear
sucks. You didn't get it done
She
for
won't
me.
even know. What is with your logo that she just wants to wear?
It's purple.
Did you-
Everyone loves purple.
Did you see? Well, I didn't even think of that.
You're welcome.
It's just purple.
I just thought maybe you slipped her 20 here and there.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
I-
but you need
seriously,
to work on your phrasing, buddy.
When she came over here and we got here yesterday and she put the T-shirt behind her, I said, "Chris came up and told you to do that, didn't he?" She
Yeah,
says,
of
"No, I
course.
did it all on my own." I'm like, "No, he told you to do that."
And that's like anything, nobody believes me. That's like anything Monopoly this weekend. Jay has instantly assumed it was me. I have had nothing to do with anything Monopoly related.
That's because you're lying.
No, it's just funny, and people see that it's funny, and they see that you're annoyed by it, and they're just like, I'm going to annoy that man.
For the record, I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic.
He gets so much attention.
I do.
I
It's,
got
you
this
know what it is?
ball
It's a
rolling,
thumbs down
and
on
now
your
I
video.
can't stop
The,
it.
the, fair, the
It's a thumbs
fairness.
down on your video. It's still engagement.
yeah, exactly.
The thing is, though, you are a good sport about all this. You know,
Whatever,
the
I
pick,
am.
us picking on him all the time. So we get to go back. It's good.
Yeah, just wait till the camera shuts off.
I know,
Yeah, good
exactly.
sport, yeah.
And you say thank you for us for coming on, but thank you so much for hosting us, for
Yeah,
letting
no,
us
absolutely.
announce the
Being
show,
here.
for letting us be here.
Thank you to Brian and PGX for letting us talk about our show
Yeah,
at their
his
show.
You know, it's been.
That's
I mean,
cool.
yeah, because he was another one. He was just like, dude, how can we help? Like,
Yeah,
what can we do?
Yeah.
It's like I don't
That's
know.
really
What
cool.
can you do? Like,
Yeah, both Tom and Corey from CGC were the same way. Like we talked to Tom when we got to the show on preview night, and we're like, hey, so we're doing this. This is what can I do?
Nice.
Or
How
like,
can I help?
can we pass out some flyers? He's just like, you don't even have to ask. Like, yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
well,
we
yeah,
do.
but that's disrespectful. Of course, we're going to ask
So that's
you.
cool.
Like,
That's cool that you guys,
Yeah.
were able to ask him. Some people don't do that.
Yep.
They just,
That's
you know,
true.
and that's why we're successful.
Well, we're trying to be a little bit.
We will be.
Yep.
I don't want to say better than others because that's not what I mean. But we're trying to take the high road on a
Take
lot
the
of
high
stuff.
road.
Yeah.
Well, you do it the right way. Like if you do business the right way, then you'll be successful in business. Like that's the way to look at it. Like
Good vibes.
it would be real easy to be underhanded and scummy, but why? When it's just as easy to just be upfront, honest, and approachable.
Yeah. Very cool. You have anything else that you want to say?
No, how about the comms lead? Does she?
Buy a VIP.
I like
Oh,
that.
yes.
Buy a VIP.
Do it
And
soon.
if you are
Do it.
interested in sponsoring a small business and a local convention in their first year, please hit us up.
But yeah, all joking aside, MRGExpo.com. Tickets are on sale there for pre-sale, $5 cheaper than the day of the show. VIP is for sale. You can buy. DMC PCRT, one of my favorite TikTok creators. Absolutely fantastic creator. So excited that he's going to be in attendance. He's
Yeah.
such a good dude.
And he's excited for the show.
That's why I pulled it up so you can see it.
I legit.
Oh, I see it.
I saw him. I want to say I saw him at a show a couple of years ago, and I legit fanboyed. I couldn't talk to him. I was so excited that he was there. So, yeah, I'm stoked that he's going to be in attendance, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check it out. And that's the end of August next year. The
29th, August
29th.
29th, the Saturday.
Check it out. Really cool, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aw, shucks.
All right, guys. We'll see you later on for possibly another panel. We'll see.
Are we still live?